integrated some automatic functions into our railway slewing crane to ensure straightforward operation. In this video, we would like to give you a short overview of these special features. Key F19 triggers the function Travel in Transport Position. This causes the crane to fold up from its current position so that it can be transported by train. Before activating the automatic function, make sure that all other functions, except for sound and light, are deactivated. First, the crane turns back to the side of driver cab 1. The protection carriage should also be available on this side. During folding, the rotation of the superstructure can, if necessary, be finely corrected to ensure that the hook is located exactly in the recess in the counterweight. This is possible via the joysticks or a handheld controller. For the crane to reach the end position, the F19 key must be active until the working light on the crane is switched off. The corresponding function is F18, Travel in the Working Position. This function can only be activated after the crane has been moved into the transport position via F19. Again, all other functions should be deactivated before F18 is triggered. When the crane has reached the working position, F18 can be activated again. This simulates the movement sequence in which the counterweight is hooked into the crane. However, this will only work if no other function key is activated and F18 is pressed again immediately. Being a truly exceptional model, our EDK 750 incorporates many special features. We would now like to describe a few of these control functions. One advantage of this model is that several functions can be activated at the same time, as long as they are not contradictory in nature. For example, simultaneously extending and retracting the boom via a handheld controller would result in the boom stopping. When operating the crane using a handheld controller, the crane is both driven and rotated via the speed controller. To rotate the crane, the F2 key must be active. If F20 is enabled in addition to F2, the crane activates its convenient end position shutdown. This means the crane stops rotating automatically when it has reached the end position. To rotate the body further, the speed controller must first be set to 0. You can then start the rotation again. This works in both directions. The crane is ready to be driven independently straight out of the box. However, in order to travel as part of a train, the motor must first be disengaged. Our EDK 750 is fully DCC compatible and can therefore be operated via all DCC control panels. Its movements are controlled normally via the function keys. The only disadvantage here is that the speed of the axles cannot be controlled. The functions F0 to F4 can be controlled using Motorola control centers. All functions up to F8 can also be reached via the subsequent address. This means that all crane movements can also be carried out in this way. However, the most convenient way to control the crane is certainly via the Z21 and our Z21 app. Once the crane is loaded from the locomotive database, all functions are available in the app. The control system then has its own control panel with 2 joysticks, allowing different speed levels for the various movements. Via the app, you can also control the crane with a PS4 controller. All you need to do is connect the controller to your tablet or smartphone via Bluetooth. To do this, simultaneously press and hold the share button on the PS4 controller and the PS4 button for approximately 10 seconds, until the LED on the controller starts flashing white. Open the Bluetooth settings on your device. The Bluetooth menu, which varies depending on the device type and operating system, allows you to connect to the PS4 controller. Back in the Z21 app, simply tap the controller icon to enable control. Multiple cranes can be controlled simultaneously. However, only the crane whose controller icon is enabled can be controlled by the PS4 controller. You can still use the app to simultaneously control other locomotives. Alternatively, you can also connect the controller via a Windows PC. This works from Windows 8 onwards. Download the EDK 750 controller tool from the Z21 website. If your computer supports Bluetooth, you can connect the PS4 controller. Put the PS4 controller back into pairing mode. Press the Windows key and enter Bluetooth in the search field. Open the Bluetooth menu and click on the plus symbol to add a new device. Then click on Bluetooth and select a controller. After a successful connection, the LED on the controller is illuminating constantly. Connecting with a USB cable couldn't be easier. Simply plug it in and you're all set. Open the controller tool and select the correct controller on the joystick. Make sure that the Z21 is connected to the PC via LAN cable or the router. Then click on Connect in the controller tool. The arrows show you which movement is activated in each joystick position. You can find a detailed overview in the Help tab. And now, we wish you lots of fun with your digital crane.